This little Georgie, he just, I'm surprised he wasn't in a corner just dancing around. Has no sympathy for his little brother whatsoever. Welcome back, welcome back. Natron Urella here, and you are watching Nephilim Entertainment. This here is my coverage of young Sheldon. This is episode 4, a therapist, a comic book, and a breakfast sausage. Hey, it's a long title. But finally learned from last week what the breakfast sausage thing was all about. Apparently, Sheldon, who chews his food 20 times, which makes perfect sense for someone like Sheldon Cooper, he didn't chew it. What, did you only chew it 19 times? Did you not get it to that oh so small nougat? He chokes on a sausage. Now, he labels it as his first brush of death, which in some parts is not too far from the truth. I mean, he was joking. Meanwhile, his brother Georgie was watching steely eyes, almost as if he planted the murder weapon himself. But they got it out, thankfully, with Missy panicking, Mama panicking, and Daddy having to shake him upside down like he's a sack of taters. Gotta love Missy's reaction to it. But he, was late for school. So I'm thinking, okay, the teacher's gonna write a note. All the little kids will probably be like, oh my God, can I choke on my food, teacher? Then it dawned on me, you're in high school. He's in high school. And of course, naturally, the first thing he says, without knowing that what he's saying, is, I choked on a sausage. Oh my God. And you forget how cruel kids can be. Even I was like, oh, dude. Those are the things you don't need to say in front of a classroom full of teenagers. Especially ones that see you as inferior. I choked on a sausage. How big was it? God, I forgot how bad kids can be. Adults would have been no better, but still. Yeah, and to this day, he still doesn't understand why they were laughing so much. Someone please explain it to him. Please. I don't want to. He finally had coitus. Please, someone explain to him what it meant. Oh my God. Anyway. But yeah. Our boy Kim makes an appearance again, which I like him because he has that snarky sassiness about him. The Vietnamese kid who's just kind of like, wow, with the... And I realized that was racist. My apologies. The one that has the nice little snarky remarks. I find his character quite refreshing, actually. I mean, he's a little odd, but hey, I find the dude quite awesome. So, naturally, okay, we'll go with it. But he's reading a comic, and of course Sheldon, who we know to love comics. In fact, he must have been reading comics ever since he don't know how to read, right? No! He thought comics were, and I quote, picture books for children. Blasphemy. If you heard that stuff now, Sheldon, what would you say to your younger self? Blasphemy. Anyway, I'm not going to lash out and throw my spectacles and write some forum about my distaste in that. Reddit. Me and you will meet up later. We'll have a lot to say about this. Anyway. Like there's enough subreddits bashing everything on Reddit anyway. But, Sheldon actually develops PTSD from chewing food. Everything seems to be a threat. Whether it be meatloaf, mashed potatoes. Yeah, apparently everything. I guess in Mama's mashed potatoes might be lumpy. And yeah, he can't eat solid foods whatsoever. But thankfully, Meemaw comes to the rescue. Give it up for Meemaw. That's our girl. Throws throw that stuff in a blender and hit frappe. And I love George's reaction. He hears the blender. Ooh, Mom's making margaritas. Wow. Drinking problem much? Margaritas, yay. Wow. So, yeah, Mary's, okay with it at first. 5 weeks later, time to see a therapist. Yeah, they finally, after over a month of him not eating solid food, apparently they figured that it's not it's not good that he's not eating solid food anymore, so they're going to take him to a therapist. Oh, so we're going to finally find out that Sheldon's crazy, or at least a little special, maybe? Well, honestly, the first therapist they take is one that has a coupon in the paper. Right? Yeah. I'm sorry, but when it comes to the well-being of your children, do you really need to get a discount therapist? I got a coupon here, sir. Can I please get some therapy? Thank you, sir. Can we skip to the part where you highly medicate me? That's always the fun part. But while he's in the waiting room, Sheldon reads his first comic, which is X-Men, which, a little fun fact, my first introductory towards superheroes that I actually liked, because we all grew up with Superman, Batman, and all that, but my first set of heroes were actually the X-Men too. I have something in common with Sheldon Cooper. God. Yeah. Places himself with a group of kids that have extraordinary abilities and they're highly misunderstood. Sound familiar? Yeah. So, while he's reading this comic, he wants to read another, so naturally he leaves. Bye, Mom and Dad. Nope, he just takes off. Yeah. Doesn't freak out the parents one bit. Mom goes in a hyperactive, oh my God mode, and George tries to comfort Mary. No, he doesn't. Not one bit. Well, if they kidnap him, they'll bring him back. Yeah, it's something very comforting. Are you reflecting your expectations, or are you merely just imposing your own? Yeah, but Sheldon makes a nice little trip down to the comic book store where he comes across our boy Kim yet again. Meanwhile, is entertaining Georgie and Missy. Not much there, just the fact that, they resent Sheldon for all the attention. But Meemaw points out, hey, while he's getting all the attention, y'all ain't got so much pressure on y'all. Y'all can just do whatever. He's the one who gets all the attention. Fair point. So he's kind of like the umbrella for their naughtiness and bad behavior. Hey, they can pretty much get away with everything. But story ends with a nice little happy ending. Apparently, put himself in play, and actually, they done a little panel where they showed him as a comic book character. I have to say, it's pretty interesting. He overcomes his fear of chewing. But as the list of his other stuff he's afraid of, well, one miracle at a time, Sheldon. One miracle at a time. Alright, up next for young Sheldon. Alright, so next week's episode, which is episode 5, is going to read a solar calendar, a game ball, and a cheerleader's bosom. One of those things I find interesting. Yeah, apparently Sheldon gets some kind of popularity because he mathematically figures out something about the game. So that's where the game ball and the cheerleader's bosom, because he gets a high five. I'm getting a hug from a cheerleader. Can I get a hug from a cheerleader too? Solar calendar? I don't know where that came from. I'm guessing he might have been out during practice and was using a solar calendar. I don't know. Alright. But that is going to do it for me. But I do pose a question to y'all. What was y'all's first comic book? Leave me a nice little comment down below. But yeah, it's gonna do it right for me. My women. Man, trying your out. Thank you for watching Nephilim Entertainment. Uh, Stay tuned to the end of the video for more videos. Make sure to hit that like button, share and comment at your liking. But to all you daydreamers and critters out there, keep your heads in the clouds. Peace.